Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Good evening, race fans, and we are back at it once again on a Monday night. Short track racing for the USAFirearms.com Super Late Model Series. Tonight, race number 10 at New Smyrna. The last week was North Wilkesboro. Unfortunately, did not get to broadcast that one, but I am happy to mention here that we had a new first-time winner. Mr. Jason Day picked up the first race win of maybe the last 2 or 3 seasons. He's been fast. We saw him penalized one week after leading, but he finally, as he said, got that monkey off his back and brought home a race win from North Wilkesboro. So that's going to make the points really, really tight up at the top half of the board, as we are going to throw it 2 tripods in the wall momentarily. We'll be back as soon as qualifying begins. Stick around. Alrighty, folks, we are back. Thank you to Tripods in the Wild for sponsoring not only Wednesday nights, but also sponsoring the series throughout the week. And it is now time to get into qualifying, as Brandon Elvis is going to be our first taker to hit pit road, or hit the racetrack, excuse me. Give a side ticker. The Super Late Models qualifying brought to you by BAM Racing Videos. See what Brandon Elvis can do here. Always somebody you have to know is going to be flirting with the top 3, top 5 for sure. When it comes to qualifying. So what can a 54 do? First lap around, going to put him on provisional pole, but Daniel Sweat knocks him right back off. So 17:22 to a 17:21 by Sweat. See if Elvis can get a little quicker here on second lap, and he cannot. Going to walk the dog sideways. Ultimately save the car. So right now, Mr. Evil Knievel, oh, that bad man, 07 sitting top of the board. We're waiting for some more takers out on track. Like Zach Murphy is finishing up his second lap here, rounding out turn 3 and 4. First lap, looking up for P4. Can Murphy get a little quicker here? As he does, he launches himself up inside the top 3. Times pulled up as well, so you can see just how close all these drivers are. Brian Zimmerman coming into tonight's race as the points leader. I am almost for certain, but I am going to check just to make sure. Brian Zimmerman is the points leader, has a 26-point gap over second place. Who's second place? It's the driver that won last week, Mr. Jason Day. And since Day is not able to qualify due to being last week's winner, I'm going to see if I can pull that driver up, have a quick little word with him, while these other drivers go out there and get their qualifying laps put in. So, Mr. Jason Day, you're live in the booth. Got a copy?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, Day, it's an ongoing joke, right? I bring you bad luck with the broadcaster's curse. Did not broadcast last week. You won North Wilkesboro. Can we go back-to-back tonight, though, with the lights on bright?
Not now. You just talked to me.
Come on, brother. Give me something. What are we feeling?
I don't know. It's gonna be tough. I'm just gonna try to wait it out a little bit. Try to get enough fuel for to run the rest of the race. And I feel like I got really good tire management here. I don't seem to be heating them up too much compared to some of the other guys, getting loose and heating the right rear up. So I'm just gonna try to be patient. I'll pull a little Chris Carroll tonight and just wait everybody out and then be there at the end, I hope.
So it sounds like the 52 is thinking big picture out here tonight, right? Just gonna take what's given to you.
Yeah, I'll the first half of the race, I'm just gonna see how everything plays out, and I'll maybe push for that second half.
Right on, boss. Right on. Well, good luck to you tonight, buddy, and congratulations on picking up the race win last week.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir, buddy. Mr. Maple Leaf Muscle, Jason Day, shook the monkey off his back as Alex E. Harris actually just finished up his qualifying effort. Currently waiting to see if we're going to have any more takers come out onto the track. I think we got a perfect time then to talk to the Evil Knievel, man. Mr. Evil Knievel. Daniel Sweat holding down provisional pole. Mr. Sweat, you're live in the booth. Got a copy?
What's up, Tanner? How are you, man?
Man, I'm doing good, but I feel like you're doing great. 17.21 fastest on the board. How you like the 07 here tonight at New Smyrna?
I like the track, man. I like the track. I like the super. A lot of fast guys behind me, so I'm nervous. I don't start up here very often, but we're gonna try.
You're one of them. You're one of the fast guys. Put it on the pole. I gotta ask this, right? What's the strategy like for you starting from head dog spot?
Well, we start on the green, so I'm Elvis is my friend, and we're gonna have to run hard here at the beginning and try to sort it out and get single file. But really, just try to save, man. That's gonna be my thing.
I mean, Elvis is your friend, but I can tell you what, he wants to be that first car just like you do. So I know I'm expecting a dogfight. Luckily for you, you are on the inside lane, right? But you have to wait for green. Well, Daniel, I just wanted to get a quick little word in with you, boss, before you get suited and booted and ready to go here.
I appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir. Good luck, buddy.
Yep, thanks, man.
As we'll get him drop back down into his channel. Not it. That is. There we go. All right, he did it for me. All right, folks. So qualifying has concluded. It's off our screen right here. Get this pulled up, and you see it there. Bad Company Racing number 07, Daniel Sweat, starting P1. Outside row number 1 is going to be Brandon Elvis, representing Elvis Coleman Racing number 54, starting second. Inside row number 2, it's going to be that number 29 of Zach Murphy with Alex C. Harris firing off in 4th, who's outside. 5th is Anthony Rennick, 6th place. A little bit off night for Brian Zimmerman in regards to qualifying pace. He's starting 6th. This is the furthest back we've seen him start all season long. 7th is going to be Chance Sapp. 8th is Brody Mears. 9th is Larry Bell representing Pit Lizard Performance. And of course, got to send a huge shout out to Lucky Dog number 10, or starting 10th, Jeffrey Miller representing Top Hat / DTR Racing. He's playing gatekeeper to the top 10. 11th currently Jason Day. 12th is Brandon Metler representing 5 Kings Motorsports. 13th it says Kyle Wellman, but he is doing race control. Eyes in the sky. Matthew Keuchel, Bradley Hollyfield, and Jason Bauer playing shotgun to the field here tonight. So first start of the race. It is on the flagman, Barney Fife Jr., whatever you want to call him. He controls the start of this race. Brandon Elvis can capitalize on that because he knows that, just like the rest of these guys know that. That inside lane, it is preferred here, but that outside lane, it can work. It can absolutely work. I'm curious to see how this starts off here. Let me check something on my end real quick. We have been taking the fast repair away from these guys, but they do have a fast repair. Okay, that was something I need to check right there. They do have a fast repair, so if they wreck it, they can get it fixed really quick. Just go down pit road. All right, pace car's rolling. To the 74. The green 74 was trying to get a little bit of heat in his tires. I imagine they're going to go around this track one more time. They do indeed. So, one to go here. You see the field starting to stack back up. You're seeing drivers gun it. They're trying to get a little bit of heat in those rear tires. They don't want to spin the tires on the first start of the night. Don't want to spin your tires ever. But if you're one of these guys in the front, you spin your tires and you could be looking at a long night. All right, Barney Fife Jr., the flagman, is the man in control. It's basically a drag race this time. Both drivers got to wait on the light. Who is going to have the reaction time to nail the light here? Nail the green flag. Green flag is out, and it's a dead heat. 54 actually got a little bit better jump and a launch than the 07 did. 54, though, goes way up high into the marble, so that's going to allow the 07 to crawl back to the advantage on the low side. As field still side by side as they complete lap number 1. They're going to be 3 wide. Anthony Rennick, man in the middle, might be going around here. As he saves it, 16 car gets into the back of him. Rennick almost going for a wild ride. He was dropping so fast I couldn't even click on him. Man, oh man, we have to go back and watch this. I tell you what, we'll go back and watch it if I remember on the first yellow. I have it bookmarked there. Look at this though. We look back up to the front. Sweat started on the pole, already fall back to P3. So Brandon Elvis, Alex C. Harris both made that outside line work to get around who was our post hitter. As Brandon Mettler off the pace, slow into the outside wall. As looks like the 15 might be bringing it down. Did not get to practice at all either. As early trouble for the 15. As the 54, he's doing what he does best. It's out front. He's setting the pace. He's not going really hard right now. Matter of fact, let's jump in his car. We'll see how hard he's going. Really soft on throttle. Really easy in. Not really having to work that wheel a whole lot. He's on a Sunday drive, ladies and gentlemen. Pack a lunch. 54 car is going to be a hard one to beat tonight. If he's driving like this early and still already making a little progress as far as filling the gap to second place, Alex C. Harris. Now, I do want to note fuel tonight. You can only go about 85 laps on a fuel run. We're 8 laps in. Everybody's pretty single filed out, so it does not look like a caution's going to come in the next little bit. So if you're one of these drivers running 4th, 5th, like we're seeing with Brody Mears here in number 51, it might be in your best interest to back the pace down, start saving a little bit. I don't know if you can save 30 laps of fuel here. But it'd be actually 40 laps. Yeah, I don't think that's possible. You're going to need some cautions to help you out. And these camera angles, they suck. Also want to mention, if you are around Kentucky, I'm not sure all the states involved. I know Ohio's involved. Mississippi, I believe. Oklahoma. Just from Oklahoma basically east over a few states. You are in a pretty good risk for some storms tonight and tomorrow. So be weather aware. We've had some close calls here. So I used to think it couldn't happen to me. I now know different, right? So just be weather aware here tonight. And man, oh man, 54 car set sail. Just setting sail. I do see Zach Murphy back here behind Daniel Sweat, getting ready to make a move, looking to the inside. 07 basically going to let him have the real estate down low, but look at the run 07 gets. 07 backs out, lets the 29 car by. That's why I like racing around the 07. He knows it's lap 13. We're not going for anything right now. He just let the 29 car by. Once he got there, see you. Heads up veteran move out of 07. I was just trying to look at lap times a little bit. So they're currently running about 3/10 off the pace they set early on. They're running about a 17.6. That was our race leader's time. Alexi Harris was actually a little quicker last time around the circuit, but I'm telling you, the 54 car is keeping the 74 car at bay. 54 knows what he's doing right here. Zach Murphy, we saw him make the pass over Daniel Sweat to take over the final podium spot. I had a driver tell me tonight, the first 15 laps of the race, it's going to be the most important laps for all these guys tonight in regards to tire wear. They said if you see a driver getting loose after about 15 laps, that means they were going a little too hard. They were lighting up their right rear. Right now, nobody's really getting loose. Everybody looks to be on a Sunday drive, but Elvis is the only one checking out on that Sunday drive. Last time around was almost a 10th and a half faster than the entire field. Showing the top hat conference number 79 of Jeffrey Miller. Had a battle with cancer and whooped cancer's ass, so that's something we love to hear. Especially my own mom going through cancer now. I've seen it with my own two eyes. It can be defeated. Jeffrey Miller is an inspiration to all for that. Love having our lucky dog back out here on track. You said the same about Bradley Holyfield. Right here racing the number 3, the black and gold Wrangler machine. How sick is that? That is beautiful. And Jason Day, last week's winner, already worked himself up to P8. He started 15th on the board. He's up to P8 already, actually knocking on the back bumper of the 28 machine a little bit. So those two are buddies. They are teammates. I think you're going to see the 28 eventually just give the spot up if he feels like Day is in the process of trying to move forward. But we got to go back up front, though, because it looks like Alexi Harris has shrunk the lead ever so slightly. Not a ton, but has shrunk it a little bit. As I believe we're going to do what we've been doing the past few weeks. If you are a returning listener, we're going to pull the Wildman up here and
hey, that's me.
Talk with him a little bit. He ain't got nothing to do right now. These guys are minding P's and Q's. Wildman, what's your thoughts so far on the race?
It's calmed down a lot. Those initial first 2 laps was just absolute chaos in the back. A lot of beating and banging. 3 wide, hit each other. Metler took a spin to the inside and hit the wall.
Okay, I was wondering what happened to Metler. I saw that something happened to him, right? But did not know exactly what happened.
Yeah, he's coming out of 2 and got loose in the center and just hit the inside wall and then got real slow. I think he came down, took his fast repair. Sweat dropped back to 4th, it looks like. He got pretty close to getting wrecked. And then they just kind of stacked up behind him in the back, and they're going 3, almost 4 wide, hitting each other.
I
But
saw
you know,
Anthony Rennick go for almost a wild ride. I didn't know
Oh,
Sweat
yeah.
got loose, and Metler. Guys, I swear I'm doing my job best I can. These camera angles are so close. They're so tight in that it's hard to see everything. And
Yeah,
Matt
and then-
Keuchel taking it down pit side here in the number 2. He actually escaped entirely.
you know, about 10 laps ago, Bradley Hollyfield had a great save out of 2. He was all by himself, got loose in center just like Brandon did, saved it, didn't hit anything. It was almost like watching Daniel Suarez at Richmond last night.
That was impressive, man, last night.
It was. That reminded me of Jamie McMurray at I think it was Kansas back in about 2010 when he just drifted through the entire turn.
Look here, we got lap traffic actually starting to come into play. Brandon Nell's been a fast car on track, but now I've noticed the 74 has reeled him in a little bit. But
Not even just him, Zach Murphy as well. Zach Murphy has gained a lot of time. He started 3rd, he's still in 3rd, but he's gained a lot of time on those 2 leaders.
Now, I'm wondering, I've called it since lap 3 that I think Elvis is kind of just managing the pace of the race right now and not really trying to push. He's trying to keep the 74 there, but you don't want the 74 this close because he's getting ready to peak underneath, right? So
Yeah,
the 54, if he's been saving, he's going to have to gap it a little bit right here. Wet started P1 back to 4th. As Kyle mentioned, he did have a little incident, got the car sideways, got her woed up and saved though, but just lost a little bit of track position. Got Brody Mears right there behind him sitting 5th. And Chance Sapp, it's a name I haven't had to mention tonight. Did get in the back of Rennick earlier, but he's moving forward.
Yeah, looks like biggest mover tonight is Jason Day. He started tail end of the field, and he's already up to 7th.
So he's gained.
He might be burning those tires down and just trying to get what he can.
So I was telling him when I told him earlier, we were talking, he's my teammate, right? So I talked to him before these races. I told him, I said, my strategy would be don't save any fuel. Don't save anything. Just go like hell. Get as many positions as you can from the guys that are trying to save, right? But now you got to hope that mid-race caution comes so you can go get 4 Mr. Feelgoods or you're in a really bad spot.
Yeah, Zach Murphy takes the 2nd spot away from Alex Harris, and he's going to see if he can do something with Brandon Elvis here.
Let's see if he can track him down. This 29 and 54. They're no strangers. They have raced around each other many, many laps. So it's only...
Here we got Bradley Hollyfield in pit road right now.
Let's get the stop for the 3. Don't look like they're doing any work on that vehicle either.
He looks really far to the right of his pit box, too.
They're probably on strike. They're not coming out until he gets over in the box, right?
Oh no! Wreck on the back. Brody Mears around.
Oh no! Go back and see what happened.
It looks to me like just a racing incident. Brody gets into the wall and they don't have their numbers right.
Talking about 16 Chance too.
And yep, Chance just had nowhere to go on that one.
Literally nowhere to go except inside 51. That's a pretty straightforward call. But now that really shakes this race up. It flips it over on its lid. All right, Brandon Elvis pit from Daniel Sweat on back. They all have went down pit road.
All right, everybody, that was between the 72 and the 16. 72 just gets into the wall and exit, and the 16 just had absolutely nowhere to go and nothing he could have done to avoid it. So that one's going to be a racing incident. No EOL to anyone.
Race control tried to deafen right then where we wouldn't hear him, but we heard him. But that's cool. I like hearing the call. So y'all heard what the drivers heard right then. That was Kyle doing his job. He called it out. Brody Mears got into the wall, left Chance Sapp nowhere to go, and calamity. But I'm interested
Just
in
let
this
me
call.
know when you guys come or get 2 to go.
I am interested in this call out of Zach Murphy and Alex C. Harris. As Kyle can still not hear me, but we can hear him. He thinks he's deafened entirely right now, but he's not. Oh, it's gonna be 2 to green this time. Let's see if we got a choose cone. No, it may not be choose cone just yet.
All right, choosing this time by. Remember that if you want the outside lane, you stay to the right of the outside dotted line, and if you want the inside lane, stay to the left of the inside dotted line. If any part of your car is still over or is still in the middle lane at the start finish line, it will be an automatic EOL.
There you go, folks. We're gonna keep the camera right here. As Kyle, we heard everything right then. You was not deafened in here, so thank God you didn't cuss anything at a driver, right?
Oh, I thought I deafened myself. My bad.
We were laughing, but it's all good. So choose cone this time by. Stay out of that middle box, basically. You see Alex go low, Elvis goes low, Day goes high. Okay, so I noticed there. Our race leader, Murphy.
I think something happened with Brody Mears here. I think his car might have shut off or something.
Brody Mears.
Get her caught up, Brody.
Zach Murphy takes the top lane there out with the 29 machine. Gonna have Jason Day starting behind him. Then the 54 car, he's been the man front and center all night. As a little bit of a weird restart. That allowed Murphy to get going here. Jason Day might do the same on the high side here, giving plenty of room though to the 74. 74 is going to wash up right here. Slight contact between the drivers, but they keep it straight. Advantage to the 52, but it's going to get tight right here. Going to get real tight right there. I knew it. I could tell.
Great save by Alex. Only loses one spot, looks like.
You were witnessing live right then. 2 drivers not really getting
wrecking in the back. Caution out.
Caution back out. So let's see what happened. It's telling me Anthony Rennick, but I see Lucky Dog was slow there as well.
Looks like Chance gets in a little hot and gets into Anthony.
Yep.
Yeah, just washed up the track a little bit.
See. Ooh. I'm watching Far Chase on the 23. They both just come together, kind of. I'm not racing control. Thank God. That's on you. I don't have to make those calls, but I do see now Jason Day has went from last to first. He pit on lap number 37, so he's went down pit road. Newsflash, everybody has. Brandon Mettler looks like he's gonna be the lucky dog, getting a lap back for the number 15. As talk to us out in the chat world, viewer land. Are we expecting chaos now? We've seen a clean race up to the first 35, 36 laps. Do cautions breed cautions? Or are these drivers going to settle it down a little bit? It's always $1 million question when you come to these short tracks. It sucks. Now Kyle has completely deafened. Now I can't hear him at all.
I'm still here.
Oh, he's still here. Yeah, keep doing it the same
now.
way. Keep doing it the same way. Whenever they come to choose, that way I can hear it too.
All right.
I apologize for it was getting a little choppy right then. I saw it on my end as well.
All right, everybody, choose this time by.
You hear it, folks. They're choosing this time by. So let's get our camera in position. Zach Murphy, he was the lead dog a while ago. He elected to take the high side. Now, is Jason Day going to make that same judgment? I don't know.
Thing is, though, I think Zach Murphy set himself up for failure and pitted there, leaving Jason up front. I don't think Jason's pit yet, so
Jason pit
interesting strategy.
It's telling me,
all right, here they come.
Telling me that he pit on lap 37. Jason Day. So Day's gonna take the outside lane. Elvis goes low. Sweat goes low. Bale high. Zimmy low. Mears high. And then when you get about 7th on back, you basically just go where the other guy in front of you don't go. But really, really important up there in the front 5 to 6, because now Elvis is in the catbird seat right here. Yes, he does not have control of this restart. I get it. But if he can time this one, just a little bit slower than Day. If he can time it, just be right there on the money, they can be side by side going into one. I don't think Day can hold him off. As Day fires him off, gets on the loud pedal, will get ahead of the 54. Now Larry Bell took P4. He took the risk. Try to gain some spots. 07-28, both getting by Larry Bell. As I've said it week in and week out, these two right here, it's no secret. They know each other. They've had a rivalry in the past. There's been penalties put down because of these two drivers. So it'd be my job to hype it up, and that's what I got to do. Now, the difference between back then and now is I think there's a lot of respect between those drivers now. Before, they didn't know each other.
And there's a great battle between Larry Bell and Brody Mears there for what looks like 5th position. They're just door to door, and neither of them can get a nose on each other. Oh, Zach Murphy loose out of the groove.
Remember what I've said about Brody Mears week in and week out. The kid's fast. He just has to harness it in. Almost what Mike Joy said about Kyle Busch at Charlotte. That boy's fast if he ever just harness it in. Checkers or records. So right here, yeah. I'm watching the 51. He looked pretty solid there, making that pass over Belsky.
Yeah. Also got to think, too, he's coming off of a 1-week suspension last week, served his penalty. He's back out here tonight, and he's in the top 5.
Right. And that was my call, actually. He was actually going to be a two-race suspension. But after talking with the kid today, I know he knows he did wrong. I felt like it was okay to bring him back. I'm happy he's back.
Yeah, he's been giving a lot of people, or everybody, a lot of room tonight, so that would be good.
Look at this, though. Jason Day opened up a little bit of real estate between him and second place Brandon Elvis.
Yeah, Daniel Sweat back up to 3rd, seeing if he can do anything with Elvis. Right behind him is Zimmy. What I don't like what I'm seeing out of Zimmy is he is pushing really bad through the center, and there he gets into the wall.
Oh, he don't have a front end, boss.
Uh-oh. Yeah, he's going to have to bring it down pit road next time. He didn't hit the wall hard, but it was just enough to break that right front.
I can't even see it either. It didn't even tell me. It's so frustrating, SDK. Tell me when he got into an incident. That's obviously an incident.
Yeah, it looked like he just hit the gate on the backstretch.
I can tell you don't want the caution. The 52 does not want that caution.
Nope. See if Zimmy can make it pit road with no right front. He makes it in. Hopefully he still has his fast repair.
That's almost race ending right there, though, out of the 28. Unless he catches a timely caution pretty quick.
I think what helps him is he's already got his tires and fuel, so he's just got to stop for 1 second, get his fast repair, bumpers back on.
Oh, he took.
And he might have accidentally taken tires.
He's taking left side tires. Left side car getting jacked up.
Forgot to uncheck him. He's still only going to be 1 lap down, though, so.
Oh, we got a battle heating up here for the race lead. 54 car. We clicked back over here. He was looking underneath the 52.
Jason's running a really high line. I'm wondering if he's just going to concede it right here.
I don't think you can, man. Normally I'd say yes, you got to, but I think track position is going to be so key here. Like, I don't know if he conceded it or 54 just went over and took it.
We also got to think we're not even quite to halfway yet.
Oh,
so.
that is true. That is very true. So you're going to use these tires a lot. And that reminds me, they pit on lap 37. They can only go about 85 laps of fuel. So they should be good, right? But I think they're going to have to save a little bit to be good to the end.
I think they'll be good on fuel, but I think where they're really going to be hurting is those tires.
Yeah.
I expect these cars to be really loose at the end of this run if they didn't take tires. You got a great battle with Anthony Rennick and Brody Mears and Zach Murphy back there.
So Zach Murphy, he put himself behind the 8-ball. He's starting to climb that mountain back, waiting for one of these lanes to prevail. 23 car gets loose right there in front of him. Zach Murphy's going to take the high side. Now he just wants the kid, Brody Mears, to get by him. There's contact between those two. Zach Murphy's going to take it 3 wide. We are down at Daytona, but we're not at Daytona International. And they're going to wreck. 23 gets to the back of the 51. Oh, gets to 16 and gets Larry Bell as well.
Beep.
We watched that happen.
Excuse the language if anybody heard that.
Did I cuss? Was it me?
No, it wasn't you.
Oh.
Just some radio communications.
Oh, okay. As I said, that's just 3 wide, and I said it in real time. We're down at Daytona, but we're not at Daytona International. We're at a short track. 3 wide is not going to work here. Brody,
Man.
Could have gave some more room here if we're being honest.
I'm wondering if he just didn't know it was 3 wide and he came down into Anthony.
I'm going to far chase now to look. That's what I'm thinking. I don't think he knew we were 3 wide here. He definitely didn't know.
Yeah, Anthony held his line, Zach held his line, and I think Brody just didn't know he was 3 wide.
The heartbreak for the 51 right there was running strong as well as the 23. 23 did nothing wrong. Now he has a wrecked race car. So, Jason Day went down pit road. Brandon Elvis went down pit road for an 11-second stop. Did they just take 2 tires right now? So I can go right here. So this is the pits. Oh, so 2 tire call out of the 52. Brandon Elvis also had tires. Daniel Sweat still had tires. So they had some tires left. Oh, this is about to get interesting. You know who I don't think had tires left? Zach Murphy, number 29. It is about to get interesting, folks. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Hit the subscribe button. Never miss a single lap of the action. As Honeycutt over in the viewer land on chat says, I don't even think Brandon has even pushed at all.
Yep, they're choosing this time by out of 4 right here.
We get our camera up.
There's an EOL on Brody for coming down. I don't think he's quite happy about it, but
well,
gotta call it like I sees it.
So nothing really of note that choose coming.
Uh-oh.
What?
Zimmy in the middle of the box.
Whoa, really?
Zimmy, you were in the middle there.
Go back and see.
None of my buttons are working, so that's cool.
He was clearly in the middle. All right, Chance Zach Murphy. Zach Murphy's going to be the race leader. Chance has some significant left front damage on the number 16. Is that going to play a factor here? As it looks like race control delayed it 1 lap for us. Let everybody get going. So Zimmerman not only going to the tail end of the longest line, he's also scored currently as a lap down. I'm trying to confirm that on the top ticker. Bear with me just a moment.
Yep, he was 1 lap down.
He's
just.
Yep. So Zimmerman currently the first car 1 lap down. Remember, he's the points leader coming into tonight. Jason Day sitting second in the points. Zach Murphy's third. About to get interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Zach Murphy fires them off onto the loud pedal. 54 right there with him. Going to get around the 16 of Chance Sapp. Now, Sapp has not been up front this far up to the front all night long. How wide does he make that 16 car here? We know Sweat's on fresh tires. You're not going to be able to make it wide enough. Sweat just has too much momentum. 74 car's trying to make it look, take a look. And I saw somebody almost wrecking back here, I thought.
It looks like a Jeffrey Miller maybe, just trying to get out of people's way. Oh, Brody pinches him down on the exit. And
Look, he did right there.
good save by Jeffrey Miller.
All right. So Brandon Elvis has almost 20 lap fresher tires than the 29 car.
I think I'm going to have to admit that race control was wrong there on that penalty with Brian Zimmerman. I did not realize he was a lap down, and lappers actually just go to the tail end of the longest line. So going to have to apologize for that, Brian Zimmerman. Oh, wrecking on the front.
Wrecking who?
Anthony Rennick.
Oh, Anthony Rennick down in the grass. I believe that's got to be a yellow.
Oh, he backs it up and causes the caution. Oh, man.
I was expecting it, though. That should have been when he's sitting down there. He had to get the car turned around. What happened here? Oh, just walked the dog sideways. Got a little bit too much throttle input. Away she went. Just stepped out on him. Racing Larry Bell pretty hard right here. They're battling for position. Yeah, he just had so much wheel in it from the center off that she just went around. I can see that without even looking at the steering wheel. We go back and watch. He's got it cranked here, trying to get that car to rotate. Once it does, it was too late. As folks, we're going to throw it to a quick commercial break from BAM Racing Videos. We will try to be back before we go back green. Stick around. We'll be back momentarily. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I told you we'll be back before we go green. Choose calling this time by. Here's somebody coming through Kyle's mic talking about beer, so you can see where their heads are at here. As
So he's looking for his beer.
just under 50 laps to go. Who was it? Who was looking for the beer?
Old Chance Sapp. He's had a rough one tonight,
Oh,
so I don't
he
blame
needs
him.
the beer. Okay. All right, let's watch this inside lane, folks. Brian Zimmerman docked for it last time. Now, everybody at the start-finish line, they have to be on the inside or outside row. And while these dudes in the back, they went. Oh,
Ooh,
Brian
Zimmy
Zimmerman
got
close
close again.
Brian
Close
Zimmerman
again.
almost. I think I have to go back and wait a second here.
He made it that time.
Did he?
Oh yeah, he made it.
It was close. I'm not gonna be able to get it in time.
Yep, turn 3 right now.
We'll get it in time. Oh, he got it. He got it. All right, they're coming at us head on. They're on the loud pedal. Great start for Zach Murphy. Zach Murphy's taking that outside lane and made it work each and every restart. But I just have to wonder how much longer. Especially being on a little bit old tires. Got a great battle here for second and third. Daniel Sweat throwing his name and hat into the mix. And don't look now, but Maple Leaf Muscle, slowly but surely, climbing back. If I'm Jason, I just got to try to finish this race. You had to start dead last. If you can get a top 5, I actually feel like a win here. Right now, battling with Larry Bell for the 5th place spot.
Gonna be battling Alex here soon too. Alex got stuck on the high side.
Ooh, I thought the 74 was going to try to make his way down, as I believe he's going to this next time around. Dave's going to have a little bit of real estate in between him and the 07, so the 74 gets down. No harm, no foul. The 52 did not want that.
Larry Bell putting up a good fight on that outside. Brandon Mettler, good save there. Got under Brody Mears.
Out of the 43 had to check up. He got such a run off that high side. Almost got into the back of Day. He was coming in so much quicker.
Well, Mettler hasn't really been a focus at all tonight, other than when he spun, and he's up there battling Brody Mears. Brody taking a really wide entry, and I think he's making it work. He's getting a huge run on exit on Larry Bell.
So, going back up front, I know, but I have to. These two are getting ready to start battling, I believe. 20 laps difference between the tires. Did the 29, did he conserve them coming up to the field? You never know, right? It's hard to tell from the booth.
I tell you what, we still got like 42 laps left, so
a lot of laps.
It's gonna start heating up. Anthony Rennick loose out of 4 again, but saves it.
23 car. He's learned how to save them. As I want to check something.
Oh, Zimmy into the back of Chance Sapp.
Oh,
I think Chance scrubbed the wall, and then Zimmy had nowhere to go, tagged him. Chance back on track, saved it.
Riding on board here with Zimmy. I want to hear something real quick.
Beep.
Okay, he's not.
Oh, Brody moves Larry out of the way on the exit of 4.
Wow.
Larry loses 2 spots from that. Great save, though.
Ooh. That probably ain't gonna make old Dusty happy there.
And they're in the same Discord too.
Well,
so
they're in the same city, just a couple miles apart from each
man.
other.
Oh man, that is pretty calm and collected. He
It
doesn't
is.
really call anyone out though.
But you hit the nail on the head a while ago. Bounce back night out of the 15. I rode him off earlier. He did an unscheduled pit stop. He wrecked. Didn't get no practice. Dude, man, he's up in the P6 range now. Almost up here inside the top 5. Got Jason Day in front of him.
Yep. Elvis looked to the inside. Murphy for the lead, but Murphy closed the door. Let's see if he can do it again here.
Murphy's going to make it hard on him, but I think the 54 can just do that right there. I think they can turn down and get off the corner. It's a little bit better, but you got to think, though, Kyle, every lap that Elvis does here, his tires are starting to even out with Zach Murphy's, right? So you got to pounce early while you have the advantage.
I think Elvis is doing a move I like to make. You get a good run out of 4 and just show them the nose in their driver's side mirror and see if they'll make a mistake going into 1.
Or just think you're going to be there, right? They think you're going to be down low and you say, oh, crap, going high, and then he is to your inside then.
Yep.
That's an old short track move there.
I'll tell you what, Anthony Rennick is struggling on exit of these turns. He's just really slow on exit. I don't know if he's getting loose or if maybe he's down power, but he's struggling a little bit.
Got Brian Zimmerman right there behind him. And Zimmy was having a great race, and then it all just kind of went downhill for him. Trying to battle back, fight back. Currently sitting 7th. Was I gotta keep tabs on Jason Day. I'm expecting him to get up here and be as quick as the top 4 in front of him, but right now he just slided in behind Alex. Can't really go nowhere.
Jason Day was actually faster than the leader that lap by a 10th. I think he might just be riding right now, waiting for Murphy and Elvis to start battling and Harris and Sweat to start battling. No point in battling 4 other cars at one point, so you just kind of wait for them to move each other out of the way and take the holes.
Well, he knows he's a quote-unquote teammate with Alex Harris, right? And Alex is known to be a little aggressive, right?
Yep. Alex looked on the inside there in the cylinder turn, but then got loose on that apron there.
Looks like the only guy that's able to really cut down and gain momentum
Jason Day.
is Jason. Well, and Brandon
He's
Elvis.
looking to get inside.
I think Elvis is doing a damn good job of it too. Lap after lap, running a little bit higher.
Yep, Elvis is doing a great job of getting air to that nose and getting the downforce, and he's able to rotate the turn a little bit better. It's the only way he can really do it. He can't stay in his tracks too long.
He turns and always has that car pointed straight, but it's also pointed underneath the 29. Look, he's going to do it again here.
Yep.
He just goes in a little higher, arcs it down, and I think he's faster doing it too. He just cannot make the move just yet. He's kind of just waiting, trying to force a mistake out of the 29.
Yep, he's going to be right on his bumper exit there. Had to let off a little bit so he didn't hit the outside wall, but I think he's just trying to force a mistake right now. As they're actually starting to pull away from the 3rd place car.
As Honeycutt in chat, Tyler asked if we were prepared for Texas. No, sir. No, sir. Yeah, I think we're getting to have a battle for the race lead here. Cal, I think it's heating up.
There he goes, making the move to the inside. Zach stays up. Oh, he pinches him. He gets a good run out.
Actually, he gave him a lane down there, but damn it, it wasn't a big one. There wasn't a whole lot of room for air. You can't, though. You can't.
Yep, he knew there was plenty of room for him to cut down on exit, though, and just get a better run than Elvis.
And now, see, every time Elvis tries this and fails, he's using that tire up. I promise you.
There he is again.
He's pushing right here. He's trying to get the grip. Zach just needs to win the battle like 5 or 6 more times, and it could be a done deal. Oh, it's going to get tight there.
Yep, Elvis got tight and had to back out of it. About 24 laps to go, coming to 23 to go.
They can't continue like this. I think one of them will eventually make a mistake and get each other.
I think 3rd through 5th have noticed it, and they're just laying back.
I think that's why we see Sweat fall back a little bit.
Yep, and Alex. Alex isn't pushing issues. Day's not pushing it. Mettler's up there, probably just waiting for it. They're coming up on lap traffic of Jeffrey Miller. Jeffrey will go high. Right now, I'm hoping I do not catch Jeffrey on the exit like Alex Harris and Jason Day are going to, because that's going to hurt their run. And also Mettler.
It absolutely kills the momentum on the front stretch there.
I think they maintained pretty well right there, actually. They didn't lose any time.
Elvis
to the inside again.
Looking to the inside. He's actually there this time.
Sweat. Sweat spin it hard.
just not able to get the power down the way the 54 needs to overcome the momentum the 29 builds on the high side. But I don't think the 29 can keep winning this battle. I really don't. 22 laps, that's a long time to be at a disadvantage for tires.
Sweat's making that outside work a little bit. He's just not there on exit.
I think we're seeing the 54 calm back down, slide back in, cool the tires off. He's going to come back in about 3 laps.
Yeah. What I'm looking for out of Elvis, we seen it a couple weeks ago
Bump
at
and run.
Martinsville. He performed the perfect bump and run. He got dumped afterwards, but yeah, it was probably one of the best bump and runs I've ever seen in these cars. It just moved him out of the groove enough and took the lead.
I think it's a matter of time before the 54 gets there. I think it's going to take the chrome horn, though. Jack Murphy's not going to make a whole lot of mistakes in front of you, especially leading the race.
I don't like what Sweat's doing here. He's pushing real hard on entry and sliding up in center, and that's just going to kill that right front. He gains a lot on entry, but
Elvis looked like he was peaking there. Yeah, it's like a false narrative, ain't it? When you start gaining on entry like that, it makes you want to push harder, but then everything you gain on entry, you've lost tenfold on exit, basically.
yeah, and you're just double or tripling the tire wear on that right front. Chance App has disconnected from the race. He was running.
Like Steve Harris, sorry to interrupt you, got to the back of Sweat.
Oh man, great driving there, save.
Brandon's right here battling again. I don't know where he came from, but he's here again, looking to the inside, moving the contact.
He's fighting it. Right here's where you kind of want to go up.
He's got the advantage here now. This is what he needs right here. Oh, he don't need that.
Oh, loose on exit though.
That's gonna love Murphy.
Oh
so,
man.
As a driver, and I'm gonna ask you this, but I know the answer. You're getting frustrated right now, right? You know you're faster than the guy. You're starting to get a little frustrated, aren't you? I am. If I'm
with only 15 laps to go, you're ready to get that lead now. You know if you complete the pass, it's going to be even harder for them to pass you because they've been out front this whole time. They haven't really had anyone in front of them yet, so they don't really know what to do. As he gets a good run on exit here again, looking to the inside, nope, just peeking.
And he's keeping that 29 car hella honest right now, though. I don't want to click away from this. I know the second I do, they'll be battling each other. So this is your battle for your race lead here.
Only other battle is for fifth between Jason Day and Alex Harris. Jason Day took the outside and got around him and cleared him.
So Alex was running fourth, got into the back of Daniel Sweat, and lost a few positions there. Looked like Sweat may have got a little loose, got him the throttle, allowed Alex get into the back of it, but hell of a save out of 3 or 4 cars right there. As you're starting to see it, the 29.
Tell you what, Mettler up to fourth too.
He is. The 29
He's made a big gain.
Has gapped the 54 a little bit.
Coming to 10 to go.
I think the 54 might be starting to feel the pressure of time.
I think what he's banking on too is he's got 2 lap cars coming up. They're going to catch them before the end. And if you can throw it in there in one or 3 on the bottom and use one of them as a pick against Zach Murphy, that's how you're going to do it right there.
Riding on board here with Brandon Elvis right now. He does see the lap traffic out the windshield. How quick are they going to catch them guys? It's 10 laps to go around this 17-second a lap track known as New Smyrna. These two have been the dominant cars all night. Brandon Elvis led up to the point where Zach Murphy took the lead. And I don't know. I don't know if maybe burnt stuff up or he's just waiting to pounce super late here. But I think each lap that passes by, I don't like the chances. I feel like they're getting slimmer, Kyle.
Yeah, I tell you what though, Sweat's making a run back toward him. He's still diving it in hard, but he's bringing him back.
I think Sweat, like you, noticed what Mettler was doing. Mettler's making his way up to the field and he's closing gaps in. So Sweat might be pushing a little bit harder now too, seeing the 15 car catching him lap after lap.
They've caught Holyfield. If I'm Brandon right here, I'm trying to get a good run and go to the inside. Oh, Holyfield in the wall, so they're both going to have to go to the inside of him.
Yeah, but the way that played out, that didn't help the 54 at all. It actually hurt him probably more than anything.
That helps Sweat too, close that gap just a little bit more.
Yep. So
coming to five to go right here.
6 to go. 6. Am I behind?
They're on lap 120 right now. They just crossed the line to take 120.
Yeah, all right. Figured I wasn't behind. So, right here, though, 29. He's done a textbook older tire drive here. He's done everything right. Stayed out in front. He's made the 54 go on offense. Now the 54 is getting back to him though.
Yep. Murphy even pitted off sequence and went to the back and made his way back to the front.
Yep. Murphy actually went on offense earlier before everybody. That allowed him to get up here and control the pace of the race.
Sweat closing that gap on entry again. Who knows? Maybe he'll throw it in there for second place.
Three laps to go.
Well, they're going to come up on Jeffrey Miller here going into 3 and 4 possibly. I think they might catch him in 1 and 2.
Let's
interesting to see what happens here.
Straightaway.
Uh-oh.
Don't want to catch him right here. That's exactly where they're catching him at, too.
Yeah, he said he's staying high, but who's going to catch him on exit?
Nobody.
He's real slow up there. Oh, almost gets into Metler on exit.
All right, popsicle sticks in the air. It's going to be 1 lap to go this time by. Elvis is
Final
there.
lap right here.
Elvis is there. Got a little squirrely trying to put the power down. So for 23, 24 laps, he's stuck. This 29 car has done everything right once he took the lead. Goes off in 3 and 4 here for the final time. 54 cannot get there. It's going to be all the 29 car. Zach Murphy picking up another race win for the 29
About time. That's what I'm talking about.
As that is Murphy's second win of the season. So that's going to really help him out in regards to points. He came into tonight third in the points, but only 1 point behind Day, and I believe 27 behind race leader, or points leader, excuse me, Brian Zimmerman. Where did Zimmerman finish? He finished 10th. There's 9 points right there.
Decent.
That's 9
Still
points.
decent.
As this winning moment brought to you by BAM Racing Videos. We got you covered here for the sim racing world, but check out BAM Racing Videos for all your real life short track racing needs. The kid's blowing up. He goes all over the southeastern portion of the United States. If there's a short track around you, I can almost guarantee he's been there. Asphalt or dirt. Again, check him out. BAM Racing Videos over on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok. As it's that time, let's talk to the third place driver. I'll let you have Elvis. I'm going to take Daniel Sweat. Mr. Daniel Sweat, we talked earlier. Damn it, we talk again. You got a copy, brother.
I got you, man.
Hey, you put it on the pole. You went back early. I don't know if that was just a product of saving tires or what, but you did fall back a little early. But then the way the tire started to fail, you started clawing back, and I knew the 07 was fast. Brought the car home third, taught me through the night.
Yeah, I was trying to save there at the beginning. I thought maybe I could let Elvis go up there, set the pace, maybe let them guys burn a little more tire than I was wanting to at the time.
Right.
But yeah, it felt good there at the end. I felt like I had something for him if I could just catch a little break, but ran out of time.
But you were tracking them two down late. The last 5 or 6 laps, they were getting bigger and bigger. So very, very impressive. Solid third place running for the 07. Who we got to thank here tonight, buddy?
Bad Company Racing. My buddy Brendan Elvis in there. All my teammates at Bad Company, of course. All y'all at truesimproductions. Barry Elvis Performance and Fabrication. Coleman Design. Always keeps us all looking pretty fresh in this league.
He keeps somebody like Elvis. Elvis changed paint schemes like I change underwear, right? Every
You
day.
ain't lying. You ain't lying. You ain't
Every
told no
day.
lie, man.
He keeps Elvis looking fresh. Keeps all y'all looking fresh, but Elvis is always fresh in another way because he gets one every day.
That's right. That's right.
Well, Sweat brought the car home P3. Super excited to see the 07 back out here each and every week. Thank you for that, and congratulations, buddy, on the third place finish.
Thanks, man.
Right on. So Daniel Sweat put it on the pole, saved a little bit early, came back and battled with him there at the end when it mattered most. Brought home a very solid third place finish. Now I believe, Kyle, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. You got me?
Yes, sir. I'm going to get you caught up with Brandon Elvis. All right, the floor is now yours.
All right. Brandon Elvis coming home in P2 tonight. Man, led early, then just got behind Zach there, and let me mute here. People are talking. Anyways, how'd the car feel tonight?
It was all right, man. It was good on the long run. We had the speed to get it done. Zach did a fantastic job just hitting his marks, not making mistakes, and protecting that top side. It was hard to get underneath somebody up off the corner here, that's for sure. But he did a absolutely great job. So
Yeah, I was saying it during the broadcast a couple weeks ago. We seen you put probably the greatest bump and run move I've ever seen in these cars on iRacing, and I was waiting to see if you'd do it again tonight to Zach, but he defended really good.
He probably had PTSD from last time he did it, though. He got killed right after he did it.
yeah, and I don't owe Zach one either. So
yeah, we won't comment on that. We'll just let that one go. But a great run tonight, second place, good points tonight. Who you got to think in the car?
yeah, man. Barry Ellis Performance and Fab, Coleman Design, Shock Racing Performance, Chestnut Hill Restaurant. They always support me. I know Chris is watching, so I appreciate him tuning in. Who we got? My wife. You guys for putting on the broadcast. Elvis Coleman Racing, my teammate, me and Justin. He came in and joined us. He didn't race tonight, but yeah, just thank you guys for putting this on. It's a great league. It was a great battle, and appreciate everything.
Blue Boss, thank you, Elvis, and congratulations, buddy. P2 here tonight.
Thank you.
As Elvis, I think you could almost say he was the fastest car tonight, right? Just ultimately ran out of laps, right? The guy that didn't run out of laps, it's the bad man. Let's get him up here. Mr. Zach Murphy, you're live in the booth. Got a copy?
I got you.
Got you another one here tonight. Your second race win of the season. But now let's backtrack a little bit. How nervous were you when you were seeing the 54 and company start to slowly pick their way up through the field?
Yeah, honestly, I was just kind of talking to those guys. I thought I screwed myself when they pitted early and took fuel, and I kind of got off strategy.
Yep.
But so that next caution, I went down, took 4 and fuel, and I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna stay out the rest of the race. That's probably what they're gonna be doing. I'll have to work my way up. And then I didn't realize they were coming back down, so gave me the lead, and I was just able to hold that track position. But yeah, to your first question, I was getting a little nervous there. Obviously, Elvis, he's always fast everywhere we go, so he had a little fresher tires, and I was like, well, I'll just give him the bottom and make him earn it down there. And luckily, I respect him, and he's a clean racer, so
Right.
he gave me plenty of room, and I was able to fend him off. And once we got a gap, it was just kind of maintain.
I think with this win, it's going to catapult you up to P2 in the points. He was 1 point behind Day, but Day ended up finishing 5th. And your competition, Brian Zimmerman, who came into tonight as the points leader, well, he finished 10th. So you gained some valuable points picking up your second race win of the season, Zach. Congratulations to you on that. I see Whitney Automotive on the side of the car. I know you shot them out a ton. Who else we got to thank for the 29 car?
Yeah, just Whitney Automotive and, True Sim Productions for the broadcasts, and Crooked Line, all the guys at Crooked Line putting the league on. That's pretty much it. That's all I got.
Right on, boss. Well,
Thank the wife for letting me do this every night.
that's the real MVP out there.
That's right. She's a real MVP.
Well, right on, boss. Got your second race win of the season starting in the back next week. But for tonight, you are the race winner. Congratulations, buddy.
Thanks, guys. Take care.
Sir. Alrighty, folks. I think if I can get him moved, there we go. I think that is going to be just about it. As Brandon texted me, LOL. That is going to be it for tonight. Kyle, the Wildman Wellman, thank you as always for not only stepping up in the booth, but also babysitting for these boys out here tonight.
Yeah,
Watching over them.
Been fun. They've done really good this year, and I'm really proud of these guys. First couple races were caution filled, but since then, I don't think we've had more than 5 cautions per race.
Right.
So they've been doing really good. I think we're off next week, I think. We're supposed to be off this week, but we pushed it back once.
I think we're going to be on this next week.
All right. And it'll be at Nashville Super Speedway, which always puts on great races, especially in these cars. So that'll be good. And then after that, only 4 more races. We've got Hickory, Bristol, Slinger, and USA. So getting towards the end of the season here. Points battle is starting to heat up, and on-track action starting to heat up.
It absolutely is. Don't miss a single lap of the action. Hit the subscribe button. There's the points battle. It just got a little bit tighter here tonight. Zach Murphy, Brandon Elvis, Daniel Sweat. That was 1, 2, and 3. Brandon Mettler. He spun early, I think. Had to take an unscheduled pit stop. Had damage. All that. Don't matter. Brought the car home P4. So shout out to Mettler. Jason Day started dead last. Brought the car home in 5th. So solid night out of the 52. Alex E. Harris in 6th. Larry Bell's in 7th. Anthony Rennick had a roller coaster of a night. Still ended up with the top 10. Anthony Rennick brought home 8th. Brody Mears can say the same thing for him in 9th. And could also double down and say it again for Brian Zimmerman in 10th. So, folks, want to thank y'all for tuning in. As always, we'll be back out on track tomorrow for what might be the season finale race tomorrow for the All-Star Racing League. So, that's going to be interesting because I know the points are pretty tight over there. Brian Voss, Brandon Elvis have went basically blow for blow all season long. So check them out here. WD Broadcasting on TSP. Going live at about 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. But until then, it's been myself, Tanner Martin, and Kyle the Wildman Wellman up in the booth. Till next time, we'll see ya.
Ka-chow.
I waited for it. I was waiting. I was like, dang, he's not going to do it.